In the hours following the brutal beatdown of Roman Reigns by Seth Rollins' new faction on Monday Night Raw, Jon Moxley emerged from the shadows to deliver a hard-hitting message to WWE Universe. Known for his unfiltered honesty and willingness to confront chaos head-on, Moxley recorded a video statement that dropped like a bombshell across social media, promising repercussions far beyond anything fans have seen this summer. The cataclysm on Raw, last night's Raw segment saw Reigns ambushed by Rollins alongside the Judicator and the Enforcer, a trio of depraved opportunists who preyed on the tribal chief's moment of vulnerability. In a hail of steel chairs, tables, and punishing stomps, Reigns was left bloodied, unconscious, and abandoned amid the wreckage. The sight of WWE's most dominant champion sprawled on the canvas triggered shockwaves throughout the locker room and across digital channels, with hashtags like Dottie Reigns Down and Dottie's Rollins Terrors trending within minutes. Moxley's unprecedented entry. Shortly after the show went off air, Jon Moxley, absent from WWE television since a controversial split 3 months ago, dropped a filmed manifesto. Clad in a leather jacket, sweat-stained trunks slung over his shoulder, and sporting fresh bruises of his own, Moxley stared directly into the camera. "You think it's over? You think Roman's the only target?" he snarled. "I've watched from the sidelines long enough. Seth Rollins and his cronies just lit a fuse, and I am the goddamn detonator." The video concluded with Moxley tossing down his microphone and disappearing into darkness, leaving fans clamoring for clarity on what his return would look like. A promise of anarchy. In his statement, Moxley vowed to upend the power structure that Rollins has meticulously crafted. They want to play mind games, drop ambushes, and build their little empire on fear, he said. "Well, I prefer a more chaotic approach. There are no rules in my world, only consequences." He hinted at an imminent in-ring return, teasing fans with the words, "Whether it's Monday Night Raw, SmackDown, or Hell in a Cell, set the date, and I'll bring the reckoning." His tone, equal parts nihilistic and resolute, underscored that Moxley's re-entry into WWE wouldn't be a courtesy appearance. It would be a full-blown invasion. The locker room reaction backstage sources report that Moxley's video sent ripples of excitement and unease through WWE's locker room. Veteran stars like Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, both longtime allies of Moxley, are said to be quietly plotting their own responses, eager to align with the last of the Blackhearts against Rollins's faction. Meanwhile, younger talents peered anxiously at monitors, uncertain whether to side with Moxley's brand of mayhem or cling to the semblance of order offered by the established roster. The internal debate underscores how Moxley's return has the potential to fracture WWE's hierarchy and ignite alliances never before imagined. Fans on the edge of their seats. Social media has become a battleground of its own. Under Moxley Unleashed, fans dissected every frame of Moxley's video for hidden clues, spotting a subtle scar on his knuckles that hinted at underground brawls, or a flicker of light behind him suggesting an undisclosed location. Betting lines now favor a joint Moxley-Reigns alliance against Rollins' faction, though some purists argue Moxley will ultimately betray even the most trusted partner. Memes flood timelines depicting Moxley as a masked Avenger stalking the corridors of WWE headquarters. Countdown to chaos with SummerSlam. Now just 3 weeks away, WWE Creative faces a pivotal decision: how to integrate Moxley's insurgent return. Talent relations insiders believe a surprise Raw re-entrance, perhaps emerging from under the ring, would maximize shock value. Others speculate his first opponent will be one of Rollins' lieutenants, building momentum toward a climactic tag or multi-man match. Regardless, Moxley's video has raised the stakes, virtually guaranteeing that the road to SummerSlam will be defined by unpredictable violence and shifting allegiances. The dawn of a new era? Jon Moxley's vow to avenge Roman Reigns and punish Rollins' treacherous faction has sent WWE Universe into a frenzy. His unfiltered promise of anarchy stands in stark contrast to the calculated brutality of Rollins' group, and the collision of these philosophies could reshape the WWE landscape. Whether Moxley truly becomes the insurgent hero fans crave, or morphs into a darker force of disruption, one thing is clear. When he returns, the fallout will be relentless, unforgiving, and utterly unforgettable. The countdown to chaos has begun.